Wow, guys, Trump just made a massive announcement. He's coming after everyone that said they're going to be a sanctuary city. And Brandon Johnson, he's number one. You guys got to check this out. Make sure you guys are checking out his channel in the description and hitting the subscribe button. We're about to get right to it.
Today, back in the Oval Office, I will sign a historic slate of executive orders to close our border to illegal aliens and stop the invasion of our country.
Great news.
And on that same day, we will begin the largest deportation operation in American history.
Well, President-elect Trump has repeatedly promised to fix our country's border crisis, starting immediately, day one, he says. But Democratic leaders in sanctuary jurisdictions have been pushing back against his efforts before he even takes office.
We're not going to cooperate. We're not going to ask our police force to serve as ICE agents.
I'm going to do everything that I can to protect our undocumented immigrants. They're residents of our state.
I will fight you every step of the way.
If it's contrary to our values, we will fight to the death.
Would the Massachusetts State Police assist in mass deportations?
No, absolutely not. We are not cooperating with those efforts that actually threaten the safety of everyone by causing widespread fear.
Before they talk, I need you guys to go do research on Tom Homan.
Yeah.
When I tell you Tom Homan has a gang bigger than anyone's, Tom Homan's going there. They all going to be in jail with him. Brandon Johnson's going to be in jail with them. You want to keep housing illegals?
Hey, Tom Homan's been warning these people for about the last 5 months straight, letting you know that he's so serious about this mass deportation, starting in Chicago and then in Colorado.
Yeah.
ICE is already building facilities to facilitate these people. They haven't asked for permission. They haven't got granted from Senate. Like I said, they have a $10,000 recruitment bonus for anybody who wants to join the border enforcement right now, and the border enforcement is going to be nationwide.
And
it's going to be a circus, but it should have been happened.
And for anybody that wants to call us racist, they're using your taxpayer dollars to pay them and build these facilities to house them. You know? And we have starving veterans on the street. We have high grocery prices. And you guys are paying the tax to make sure these people come here illegally and live here illegally, and take your jobs. But hey, that's beyond me. We're going to keep going, man.
Not cooperating, they say. Trump's pick for Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller's nonprofit with a warning now to those sanctuary states and city leaders in California and beyond. The organization sent out 249 letters outlining the consequences of interfering with or impeding illegal immigration enforcement. Here's an excerpt from that letter. It says, "Your jurisdiction's sanctuary laws or policies, therefore, make a mockery of American democracy and demonstrate a shocking disrespect for the rule of law. We urge you to do the right thing, protect your citizens, and comply with federal law." Republican Congressman Andy Biggs of Arizona, a border state, will join us shortly to talk about this. But first, we go live to senior national correspondent William LaJeunesse with the latest on the pushback. Hi, William.
Well, I said the letter is a warning shot to governors, mayors, and police chiefs who, quote, blatantly violate federal immigration law. Such lawlessness subjects you and your subordinates to significant risk of criminal and civil liability. And accordingly, it says, we put you on notice of this risk and insist that you comply with the nation's laws. So the law they're talking about, U.S. Statute 1373, says local and state governments cannot prohibit local sheriffs or police from communicating with ICE in any way, which entirely conflicts with sanctuary laws that prohibit police from communicating with ICE at all, refusing to admit that criminal aliens are in their jail or when they're going to be released.
Shame on any elected representative, any congressman, council person, any mayor, any governor who don't want to remove public safety threats from your community. And they're here illegally. That is your number one responsibility, is protect your communities. So if you're not going to do it, President Trump and ICE will.
So why is it important? Well, ICE filed 300,000 detainers last 4 years asking jails to hold migrants for deportation. Even more detainers were filed under President Trump. Yet reports show hundreds of counties decline thousands of detainers, in many cases, no matter how serious or violent the crime. Well, that puts sheriffs sworn to protect public safety between a rock and a hard place, right? Facing federal prosecution if they don't cooperate, and from the states if they do. So, Aisha, there are two issues here, right? The law says if you're here illegally, you're deportable, crime or not. And secondly, the 1986 Immigration Control Act, passed by Congress, requires criminal aliens be deported, quote, as expeditiously as possible after the date of their conviction. So that's really hard to do if states are interfering with the process. Back to you.
Okay. It's saying 1325, right, is a nationwide law of if you enter this country illegally, you cannot stay here, right? So now they're trying to house these people just because they have families here, they started families here, and they're helping our economy. When in all honesty, they're doing damage. They're committing heinous crimes, going after kids, robbing places,
Setting people on fire, stabbing them on trains. They
eating
won't even.
dogs,
They won't.
cats. Come on, man.
They won't even give up the ones that are detained and convicted of a crime.
Yeah.
Literally a sanctuary for
And
like criminals, like they're saying. Oh my God, Dims.
the craziest part
Doing
about
it.
this, the Democrats are okay with, is they're freeing murderers and sending them here. When do you ever hear about a murderer ever getting out of jail?
Right.
Unless, they beat the case, right?
Right.
When do you ever hear about a murderer getting out of
Well,
jail
I
and
mean,
getting
like
sent
the
to another country?
cartels run these countries. It's not like these is like normal countries. It's literally the people who control the drug trade run
Exactly.
these countries. So of course they're trying to get their cohorts out and send them far away. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Start businesses here, and that's literally what's taking place here over the last year or so.
Which, and the Democrats are still okay with it. That's just not making sense to me, man.
Plain
Brandon Johnson,
obvious.
I'm telling you, just because you're a little darker than the rest of them, you're gonna be number one. I'm
Brandon
telling you.
Johnson is an example of politicians not listening to the people. Like
Yeah.
they literally stormed his last meeting,
The
Chicago
city council
stormed the
meeting, yep.
the city council meeting about the budget.
We did a video on that.
Right, we did the video, and he still didn't listen. He still got his own money. He still tried to get some tenants to support these illegal immigrants. He still passed everything that it was opposing that the people of Chicago didn't want. The increase for not for the people that live there.
Yeah. The
No
the
money for
the
them.
city literally came out to the city council meeting and poured their hearts out, and he's just sitting there with his hands in his pocket, having no answers to no
Acting
questions.
stupid.
And the start of one of the videos we made, a lady got up there, real brave woman. She got up there, she said, Tom Homan, come get this Negro right here. And
Come
that was
get
the
him.
most iconic thing I think I've heard in the
Oh
last
man.
like 5 years. That was just funny. I'm not gonna lie. Let's play this video out, guys. We're gonna finish it out. Hit the subscribe button.
Make sure you hit that subscribe.
All right, William LaJeunesse, thank you for setting us up. Appreciate it. Republican Congressman Andy Biggs of Arizona with a recent opinion piece titled, America Last, Democrats Push Mass Migration, Ignore Voters. He serves on the Judiciary Committee and as the co-chair of the Border Security Caucus. He is joining me live now. Congressman, good to see you. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but Arizona, a battleground state, went for President-elect Trump in November. Border security was one of the most important issues nationwide. So what do these people think that they're doing here?
Well, you're right. Trump won by nearly 200,000 votes in Arizona. It was a big win for him. Republicans went up and down the ballot, and border security was the top issue. So
Come on,
you
man.
have a governor now. Our governor and the mayor of Tucson have said they're not going to cooperate. So they're missing the boat on what their citizens want and also what the law requires.
Real quick, Biden tried to say there was like 4,000 people crossing a day. That was at least 400 to 500
Man,
people in
Trump
that
been
10
saying
minutes.
it for years, a whole caravan.
Yeah, like they got just buses. They're bussing people in. Come on,
I
man.
think Biden stopped it, and he has tried to limit it to 4,000 a day because the number was so astronomical, you wouldn't even believe what it was. He was like, okay, we're going to stop it at 4,000. Now
Yeah.
they totally got it closed off. Our de facto president, Trump, he's already the president running the country.
It's crazy that they're going, how do I put it? They're making so much news on Trump right now, and he's not even in office. Biden's in the office, right? And he's done something crazy, pardon crazy murderers, right? And they're not making no news on him. They haven't made any negative news on him like they do the way they do Trump.
And I think they only try to spew like MAGA hate is
Yeah.
because I think they think it's going to get them views. It's going to get them coverage. It's going to get somebody to watch them. People love spewing this hate, but the population together voted.
Yeah.
So it's
And you can never beat common sense,
it's a
bro. You can
majority.
never beat common
The
sense.
majority rules anyway in this country. That's
It's
the
true.
democracy.
That's true.
That's the principle of it.
Let us know what you guys think about the quick video, man.
Man.
Be sure to hit the subscribe button and check out his channel in the description.
Yeah.
We out.
Peace.